Renegade Dade Phelan is at it again. It's July 26, 2024, and these are your headlines. Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick says Renegade Dade Phelan, the House Speaker, intends to work with Democrats to kill school choice again this next session. The comments come after Lieutenant Governor Patrick said Dade Phelan refused to sign his name onto a letter of budget instructions to state agencies, asking them to prepare for a school choice program to pass the legislature next session. He wrote on a post on X, he said, traditionally at the beginning of summer, before an upcoming legislative session, the governor, lieutenant governor, and speaker issue a joint letter with budget instructions to state agencies so that they can prepare their legislative appropriation requests. Budgetary priorities are normally listed in the letter, and for weeks this summer, Speaker Phelan sat on the letter. Governor Abbott and I sent him for his signature. He went on to say, rumor has it that the speaker would not sign the letter because school choice was listed as a priority. He said, looks like the rumor was true. He noted that he and Abbott sent their instructions without Phelan's signature. They couldn't wait any longer. And shortly after, Phelan sent his own solo letter with school choice missing. Now, Phelan fired back. He claimed it was just a routine technical letter to kick off the budget-making process, not a bill or a law. He said interim hearings are ongoing on all of these issues, including education and more. Observers, though, say chances are slim that Phelan will be at the reins of the House next session, as a majority of Republican members have already said they will not support a speaker that appoints Democrat chairs like Dade Phelan has. State Representatives Tom Oliverson and Shelby Slauson have already announced plans to run for speaker next session. The Texas Department of Transportation is contemplating the purchase of a Houston area toll road from a private developer with plans to maintain the tolls for Texans. Now, this unique arrangement involves terminating an existing agreement this October, spending nearly $2 billion to acquire the already built toll lanes on Highway 288 and taking over its management and operations. The toll road was part of a public-private partnership agreement with Blue Ridge Transportation Group that was originally set to last 50 years. Members of the Texas Transportation Commission, which oversees TxDOT, voted in March to move forward with a potential buyout of the toll lanes, though questions lingered about whether the state would stop the collection of tolls on the stretch of highway. Well, an agenda item for the commission's meeting next week is adding more doubt to the situation. Commissioners are set to authorize the Texas Transportation Finance Corporation to, quote, perform any function necessary to the exercise of powers delegated to the corporation in connection with the acquisition, development, financing, refinancing, design, construction, reconstruction, expansion, tolling, that's the big one, operation and maintenance of the State Highway 288 toll lanes in Harris County. Terry Hall, who is the executive director of Texans United for Reform and Freedom and Texans for Toll-Free Highways, has raised alarm to the commission. She told commissioners that the goal should be to remove tolls. Under no circumstances should the department expend public money to buy out a toll road, then continue to charge tolls. The goal needs to be to methodically plan to buy down all existing toll projects and convert them to freeways at the earliest possible date. The Republican Party of Texas platform, which was approved in May, calls on the legislature to abolish existing toll roads and prohibit future construction, returning responsibility for road construction and maintenance to the appropriate jurisdiction. TxDOT did not respond to a request for comment on whether the commission plans to continue tolling the highway. The Transportation Commission is set to meet on Tuesday, July 30th.
Each weekday, join the Texas Minute for a first look at the top news of the Lone Star State. I'm Michael Quinn Sullivan, the host of the Texas Minute. The Texas Minute exists to make sure real Texans have the news they need to affect Texas. You can find the Texas Minute at TexasScorecard.com or everywhere you listen to podcasts.
A former educator will serve 25 years in federal prison for child exploitation crimes he committed while working as a band teacher at Texas High School in Texarkana ISD. Brandon Neal Sams was sentenced on July 16th after pleading guilty in March to coercion and enticement of a minor. The federal crime carries a penalty of 10 years to life in prison. Sams admitted to engaging in sexual activity with several minors who were his students. Authorities said he used social media and messaging apps to communicate with underage students. He gave his victims gifts, including cell phones, clothes, and prepaid credit cards, to persuade them to do what he wanted. After the Texarkana ISD Police Department discovered the band teacher's criminal conduct, several students came forward to report that they had been victimized by Sams in the past, but had been too afraid to say anything. State records show that he was certified as an educational aide in 2021. His certification was under review by the Texas Education Agency when it expired in August of last year. Sams is listed in the state's Do Not Hire registry as under investigation by the TEA. For more of today's stories, go to TexasScorecard.com.